Hello, everyone. I want to thank everyone that joined us so far. And I want to say that we are a group of students working with SI and Oroy and with the European Solidarity Corps in a project to raise traffic awareness. And today we will take you into a journey of self-reflection into road safety and green ways of transport. And yes, I hope you enjoy it. And first of all, I'm gonna play a video by the president of Azogiri Cultural Association that he is explaining a bit more of our campaign and giving us his support.
My name is Astikas Kutusakis. I'm proud to be part of the campaign for road safety here in Crete, organized by the Pan-Hellenic Association of Solidarity and Relief for Families of Road Accident Victims, St. Christopher. As part of this campaign, we created a series of exhibitions across the island starting right here from my hometown of Aguirres. Through our actions, we are bringing together artists who are united by a common purpose to raise awareness. Awareness about the urgent need for change in our roads. Too many lives have been lost to traffic accidents, lives of families, friends, and neighbors, people from our very own communities. Many of us carry that pain personally, and through art, we want to give voice to that experience. Each exhibition is a reminder these aren't just accidents, these are preventable tragedies, and they leave behind stories, stories that deserve to be heard and shared. We believe art can move people in a way that words alone often can't. It can challenge, connect, inspire, action. And action is what we need. Thank you for watching. We hope these exhibitions will leave a mark and help build a future where everyone returns home safely.
Now I am going to invite two of our students who worked very hard in their campaign and they developed the communication strategy and they will walk us through their process. Hello everyone. I'm Eva and I'm from Bulgaria and this is Samir.
My name is Demir. I'm from Kazakhstan.
So we together work on a social media plan and how to spread everything like we work on. So now we want to share with you also what we did so far, how we present and yeah, exactly, and what we work on. So this is our social media plan and our strategy. So our first week, each week we did something. We focus on a different thing, but at the same time we contribute the work all the time. So you now you can see our plan day by day, like week plan, but at the same time we spread it on different days, and we work on first thing to collect from everyone photos and video clips because it's important because we did short study visits and we wanted to learn before we actually proceed everything at the same time and so we can show what we saw on this short study visit. We took photos a lot and we shared, of course, on our channels. We did also flyers, different posters. We published every day reels and stories in our channel so everyone can be in touch how it's going on. And yes, we coordinate also with each of our volunteers how is going on with the work because like the coordination is one of the most important thing because the right communication is the key. So our project can like go fluently. Here you can see we create some materials with the help of one of our volunteers. He focused on creating some flyers. We promote our events that focused on green velocity. Also, yes, like we also publish on our Instagram young channel stories and different posts that show during this event how we contribute our mission and how everything goes. Like yes, so yes, now I will give the word to Damir so he can say something also on our work.
Okay. Here you can see our Instagram accounts and Facebook account. So you can join us and check what we have done. And why this works, we combine the emotion and education parts in our reels and visual posts to to make it more informative for everyone and make it more viral due to Instagram trends. And what we were doing in this project, we took photos and videos of people during transfer violations to help Amina with her part of the project. We have talked to participants of our project, also with some people on the streets to get some information and share their feedback about the city and city problems. We created a lot of content for our Instagram and TikTok, like posts and stories I told before. And now we are promoting green transport and traffic education, also by Instagram. Here you can see the statistics of our reels in Instagram with all our study videos. But that's not all. Also, we have done some data from our volunteering project from every person in the team, and you can see how many work we have done.
Each of these volunteers is responsible for what you can see also in this timetable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And actually, that's all what we have done. Thank you for the.
Yes. So everything in general, but if you want to check everything, you can also open our pages as we said already and check there. Here you can see all our channels. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. This was Eva from Bulgaria and Damir from Kazakhstan studying in Poland. And now I'm going to invite Alessandro to share his part of the work and how he contributes to the campaign.
So hi, my name's Alessandro, and I'm gonna present my part of the work. So I'm in charge of doing I'll put it here. I'm in charge of doing kind of educational videos and then post them on TikTok and Instagram to inform, and my objective is to inform, my goal is to inform people on accidents that happen in the like on the daily life and trying to help them understand and showing them like statistics of situations that happened and how to improve the driving techniques that they have. So I'm gonna read off the this is introduction. The vehicle safety is crucial to protect yourself and others on the road. It helps reduce accidents and injuries while promoting responsible driving behavior. Prioritizing safety can save lives and prevent costly damages, making our roads safer for everyone. We need to remember that every journey from beginning to the end, every person's life matters. So it's important that we keep our roads safe. So how do I maximize engagement and how I try with my techniques to make more people watch my Instagram? Easy. I do a formula. I follow a formula that's been proven by other content creators to work, which is to I'm gonna read off once again. To create successful Instagrams, it's crucial to identify the target audience. That's the first step. To consider their interests, age range, and the type of content that resonates with them. In this case, their interests would be to kind of understand road safety and to make sure that what happens to others, like unfortunately happens to others, doesn't happen to them. An age range, what I'm trying to envision is more like a younger target audience, especially because on Instagram and on TikTok, the younger people, they're more prone to be watching those kinds of contents. The kind of content that resonates with them. In this case, I try to show them specific situation that happened in somewhere in the world, and I try to explain a good technique so that like what to do, what the driver should have done in the specific case. So to help the viewers understand what to not do in those kinds of situations. So tailoring the messages to fit the audience needs will enhance engagement and ensure that the safety tips reach who needs them most. Okay, so that one's easy to understand. Use of eye-catching captions and hashtags to boost visibility and encourage shares. That's also an important factor which we don't really see. We don't really talk much, but it's really important as when people are gonna look up, like for example, safety tips or driving safety. If we have hashtags in those videos, we have a more opportunity to show up on their feed, and that's what we want to do. We want to inform people, and by informing people, we need to capitalize on every opportunity that we have to make our videos and reels more able to be engaged, and that's one way to do it. What kind of videos I'm making? I explained it a little bit, but I'm gonna do it in a more in-depth. We can make informative reels by sharing safety tips, demonstrating correct behaviors, or even showing real-life scenarios. In my case, which here down is written, is I'm trying to make a short as much short as possible on the 45 seconds to 1 minute range. So to capture the viewer's attention, but just to make sure that they don't scroll away or they move away, because nowadays the videos, they need to be short, fast, but quick and efficacy. So that's what I'm trying to aim for. While at the same time trying to be consistent and trying to make videos that actually inform people and not try to make just like explain kind of scenarios. So what I'm trying to do, my videos, as I'll show an example later, they're about first of all explaining the statistics in the determined area where this event happened, so we can show that it's not just one isolated situation, but there's many more. Second of all, what I do is I talk about a situation, right? A real life scenario, which is written here. And then third, is I try to explain how to deal with this sort of situation. And that's what I want to say. Then this is just an example to I can read it off right now, but it's just an example of one of my videos. In the late hours of the 16th of July 2025 in Mecosta County in rural Michigan, the authorities received a call that there was a collision. So here I'm trying to show kind of a real life example. During their investigation, the sheriff's office said they found that one vehicle was speeding and rear-ended another vehicle. So I explain the kind of situation that arose, which is the rear end vehicle collision, which can be dangerous and can be fatal in some situations. But thankfully, in this situation, nothing major happens. Which written there. Both drivers were rushed to hospital. Thankfully, no major damages were recorded. After that, I tried to give an analysis, a statistic on the determined area where the situation happened, which here is written. Michigan has a high fatality rate per crash, with 1,021 losing their life in only 2023. So it's important that we take precautions. This is the statistical part. And then in the end, I tried to explain what could have been done to prevent even like this situation, because one life spared is better worlds we live in. So for example, in this situation, the driver could have been maintaining safe distance, reduced speed, and avoided distractions. And that's all I have to say about my work. All right. Thank you.
Okay, that was Alessandro, half Italian, half Portuguese, living in Luxembourg. And now I'm gonna invite Faris to present his idea for the campaign.
Hi, I'm Faz Coyote from Jordan, and I study architecture in Hungary. And today I'm going to present um, this idea of a social experiment called Color the Chaos. Okay, so my idea was because everyone is having a lot of opinions and different experiences about how they deal with traffic jams, stress while driving, crossing streets, just the bus system in general. So I just wanted to make a fun activity before the movie night that Amina organized to break like as an ice breaking game and to share our experiences together in an artistic way. So we just wanted people to come, draw, use colors to explain to express their emotions, and so we can have more data so we can use in this symposium. And I used this color analysis, which explains if a person uses a certain color, that this color is linked to a certain emotion. And we can see this in the data chart that I made after. Um, so we just got like these materials, we got like simple A4 papers. We reused the colors we had from before. Um, we just took everything we had uh, in our labs and reused it so we can be more eco-friendly. And the results is to have a fun activity to get people together, break some ice, and not be very tense, and to make them express their emotions about the traffic in this fun way. So that's the data we collected, and we can see that I made them draw 6 different drawings and they all chose the colors they wanted while drawing. So for waiting for the bus, the majority of people chose the color red, which is a sign of aggression and anger and frustration. While driving alone, the people used blue, which is fear, which is connected to fear. Walking in the street, they used the average was yellow, which is like peace. They used green, which is relaxing, and orange, which is a bit stressed. So everyone has their own experience while walking, and depending on the area you're walking in. Cycling, people used black, which is connected to um, anger too, and fear, and the color green, which is peace. Driving with parents, most people chose the color purple, which is anxiety, because parents could be a bit stressful while driving with. And using the metro in rush hour, the color was used is red, anger, which makes sense. So that data can be used in the manifesto that I will present later today too. And yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Faris. So now I'm gonna give the word to Emina, who will explain movie night. That was one of our actions for the campaign. Hello, everyone. My name is Amina and come from Bosnia and Herzegovina. My task were the cinema nights. So we had two cinema nights together with Faris, which had his own workshop. There were 2 dates, so every Wednesday, on the 16th and the 23rd of July. First night, we mostly focused on the road and rail safety, so like car, buses, and trains. Key topics were safe driving, public transport rules, and train crossings. On the second night, we mostly focused on sea and air safety, so boats and airplanes, understanding safety protocols for ships, and exploring how safety is managed on the airplanes. For every night, we all had our own tasks, so these nights we really built on teamwork. So everyone contributed to the setup, cleanup, and discussions. We also had many snacks and to make everything comfortable. We also had a lot of discussions and explored what we learned through all of their videos and how everyone liked it and why they share their own videos. So the key takeaways were traffic safety, rules to protect lives, and increase awareness about traffic safety. So for everyone, the key thing was to educate ourselves through the cinema nights, but also have some entertainment as well. That is all mostly from me. We really appreciate you for watching and everyone who contributed to making our cinema night successful, and stay safe. Thank you. Bye. So thank you, Emina. I'm gonna give the word now to Stefan, who is our graphic designer, and he will explain his work.
Hello, my name is Stefan. I'm from Bosnia. My task was to do design. As you can see on this picture, this one is for Alessandro. He's our mate. He do some stuff. He said it already. There's Anton, Damir, and Diva. Green Friday by Eleni. This is only like topic what we did. So I did a design for them. Also, there is Paris with Art Club, Ilana with Symposium. Also, there is the campaign handbook of Katerina. This is the cartoon which I did for every day. It's about the cars, the bike, how to choose green travel. There is some flyers, poster, how depends how someone call it. There's our sponsors and information about activity. There's also the second one. This is symposium, and it's a illustration of what we did in 1 week. There is another one cartoon. This one was when we was in the police. So I did a cartoon for them too. Rail station. About the cars, they use the sensor, camera, and the smart stuff. That's-
Thank you, Stefan. So now I'm gonna invite Timea, who will explain another action that we did, and we are working on it, called the treasure hunt.
Hi, my name is Time and I'm from Slovakia. I'm really excited to introduce you to this project, and the project name is Treasure Hunt. So, with three unique adventures, the land, the sea, and the air. So each treasure hunt takes place in different parts, and the theme is around the transportation. Along the way, participants travel through the different countries by solving like fun, interactive tasks, teach about traffic safety and world culture, and of course teamwork. Um, so we can go there. So for the first land roads, includes places like Slovakia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, and Bosnia. The theme is road signs, safe driving, local and land transport, and of course teamwork, like the three of again. So we can see the Slovakia, Montenegro, Bulgaria, and also Bosnia and Herzegovina. We have a task and clues, and every stop included this. So task, clue, and also some snacks from each countries. Then we have like and the final, and each station They will complete the task, collect a stamp and their passport, and even taste a small text from the typical from their country. So, like for example, mini pierogi from the Poland or cheese bread from the Brazil. Also, a semi-medallions from the France, and yeah, the treasure hunt, as we can see, ends with the final challenge, celebration, and a small prize for the finish. Then we can see the transportation of the different park, like park, the second part of sea, we have like Luxembourg, Poland, and Bosnia and Herzegovina, of course. The theme is on the sea route. They will explore, yeah, as I said, Luxembourg, Poland, and Bosnia, and discovering river ports, ships, and water safety. This is the task and the clues to the countries. And of course, we have snacks also here. The treasure hunt final. And the third park, air treasure hunt. We have like the air adventure takes them to France, Brazil, and also the Jordan. And each country will include airport symbol, aircraft safety, international travel routes, and games related to the flying, navigation, and teamwork in the sky. So this is the task and the clues. Leads to Brazil, leads to Jordan, and also the snacks. We can do it. Okay. I think this project is meant to the connect like the fun, learning, and international culture also in one great outdoor activity. So thank you for your support, and I hope it inspires you. More creative, more educational adventures for the kids and everywhere. So thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Timea. Now I'll give the word to Anton, who will explain our upcoming action called the Green Friday.
Good. Can the slide show it? Loading up. Perfect. Hello, everyone. I'm Anton, and today I want to talk briefly about Green Friday, a movement that encourages us to rethink the way we consume. So, especially in contrast to is about slowing down, choosing consequently, and acting sustainably. So let's move forward. What is Green Friday? Well, Green Friday is a global movement that offers a thoughtful response to the rampant overconsumption, often associated with Black Friday. It champions a shift in perspective, promoting a more holistic approach to commerce and community. We can see three types. So we have a mindful consumption, sustainable alternatives, and community-centered action. So instead of mass discounts and waste, maybe Green Friday invites us to reflect, slow down, and engage deeply with ethical and environmental values. It's a call to action for a more sustainable future. So it's more than just a relatively shopping day. It's a call. It's a call for action, of course. Why Green Friday matters? Of course, the problems with Black Friday, which we talked. It's excessive waste, high carbon footprint, and social inequity. But when it comes to the advocate of a Green Friday, we have, of course, resource efficiency, economic resilience, and conscious engagement. Now, for the Global Green Friday, of course, we have leading brands such as IKEA, Patagonia, Equal, which Equal actively promotes refill stations and collection made from recycled materials, championing ethical fashion and reduced waste. Now, when it comes to community-based models, of course, we have swap markets, repair cafes, eco art festivals, youth artist-led workshops. So when it comes to Thessaloniki's Green Fridays, such as our organization SINROI, as a beacon of sustainable cultural practices, SINROI proudly hosts monthly Green Fridays in Polychny, Thessaloniki, as a part of their project Maximize the Footprints of the Time Thread. These events are designed to inspire, engage, and connect to the community through continuous cultural exchange. So we have inspiration, expression, and connection. Now, through monthly themes and cultural focus, we have September Back to Earth, October Slowness, Simplicity, and December Alternative Gifting. And we don't forget about November, Borders and Bonds, which is addressing themes of migration, inclusion, and shared human experience across boundaries. I guess that's from my side. Let's take this opportunity to encourage others and raise awareness and lead by example, of course. Thank you so much from me.
So this was Anton from Montenegro. Now I'm gonna invite Kali and to present her research about traffic awareness in different countries, such as our own. I'm supposed to click for open this. Okay.
So, hello, I'm Kali, I'm from France, and my job was to make an analysis of traffic and compare with several countries. And so I did it, and I'm gonna show you the data and charts that I got. So, as I said, it's in with an international scale. So first, I'm gonna introduce the countries that are concerning, then the chart and data, and finally some explanation about the results. So the countries our study will focus on is Greece, Hungary, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Jordan, Kazakhstan, Brazil, Montenegro, Slovakia, Bulgaria, France, Luxembourg, and Germany. So let's start. So the first document is a proportional indicator chart showing the number of road accidents with injuries in 2024. So, as we can see, Brazil, Germany, and France are the countries with with the most road accidents with injuries in 2024. And a lot of countries have the same results. So the second document is a proportional indicator chart showing the number of road accidents involve pedestrians and cyclists in 2023. So here is for pedestrian, and then here is for cyclist. So as we can see, Germany is the country with the most pedestrian accident involved pedestrians, and it's the same for the cyclists. So now for use this data, we need some information about the country. So I think that the GDP are very important because it shows the money we spend on the traffic and on infrastructure with each country. So this is a table showing the GDP of 2024 from highest to lowest one. Then the last document is data collected by interviewing one person from each country. So we can see how is the quality of the road at school if there are like traffic classes or some intervention, and then the age they can drive and any comments about the country. So now some explanation about these results. So the graph and the table suggest that countries with a higher GDP per person tend to report more road accidents with injuries per 100,000 persons. For example, Luxembourg, which has the highest GDP per person, also show one of the highest rates of road accident with injuries. Germany and France, both with GDP per person high, also have accident rates. And on the other hand, countries with lower GDP per person, such as Jordan, Bosnia and Herzegovina, show significantly fewer accidents per 100,000 people. This may seem surprising at first, but I can explain it with some points. The first one is about the higher motorization rates. In wealthier countries, more people own and use cars, often from an early age, with more vehicles on the road, so more accidents, even if the traffic rules are stricter and the vehicles are safer. The second point is that the mobility increase in the countries with most population. People in higher income countries tend to travel more frequently for both work and pleasure. The more time people spend on the road, the more likely they are to experience accidents, even minor ones that still result in injury. Then there are also a better reporting system that we cannot ignore because in countries with well-developed infrastructure and public service, every single accident are reported and recorded by the police or hospital. In contrast, in countries with fewer resources, accidents, especially accidents with non-fatal, may go unreported. Finally, the urban density and complex roads network play a role in the situation because high-income countries usually have density and complex traffic system, which can lead to more collision, especially at intersection or during a rush hour. But with the first document, we can see that there is something else with Brazil, because Brazil stands out in the chart because despite having a relatively low GDP per person, it shows a high number of accidents. involving jury. Of course, this goes against the general trends in the graph, where higher income countries tend to have more road accidents. Brazil's case can be explained by a lot of factors. So I'm gonna explain you some. First, the high urban population and traffic congestion. Brazil is a highly urbanized country with large cities like Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro, experiencing intense traffic every day. This urban density and congestion naturally increase the risk of road accidents. Large vehicle fleet, despite its lower GDP per person, Brazil has a very large population and a high number of vehicles in circulation. This means that the total of driver and vehicle in circulation, which leads to more opportunity to have accidents, obviously. Then infrastructural and regularity issues play a role. In many areas, road infrastructure may be poorly maintained, traffic laws may not always be enforced, and driving habits may be more hazardous. These factors contribute to a higher accident rate, even if the economic indicators are lower. Finally, Brazil also have a better data collection than some countries with similar income level. Brazil likely has more reliable accidents reporting than other lower GPT countries like Jordan or Bosnia, which may underreport incidents. So while Brazil shows a higher rate, it may also reflect more accurate data collection. With the second document and the last one, which provide information about what condition, what safety and education, driver age, etc., we can better understand the differences between countries. Why does Luxembourg have so many cycling accidents? According to the document 4, Luxembourg has very good roads, but not a real need for intervention and not separate cycle lanes mentioned. This suggests that infrastructure in share between vehicle and cyclists, which can lead to more interaction and therefore more accidents. Also, the high GDP per person means more people can afford bikes and cycling is more popular, increasing the possibility of accidents. Then why are pedestrian accidents high in Brazil and France? Brazil has damaged and poor roads and no traffic education, according to the document 4. It also mentioned a lack of infrastructure and pedestrian zones, especially in large cities like Sao Paulo. This explains the very high number of pedestrian accidents. France, on the other hand, has good roads and traffic education, but pedestrian may still be a risk, especially in busy urban areas. It could be reflect better reporting system and denser city with more foot traffic. Why accidents numbers lower in countries like Jordan or Kazakhstan? This country reports mixed but mostly good or mostly in bad condition roads, but they do offer traffic education. So it could be a reason. The lower number may reflect less use of bicycle and or fewer pedestrians in urban areas, possibly due to urban design that favor cars over other modes of green transport. So thank you for your attention, and that's all for me.
Thank you, Kali from France. And as you've seen, we've done not only some actions related to traffic awareness, but we also studied about it and we created this research. And with everything we've learned and we've seen, we also created a product, which is a manifesto. And Faris will explain it to you. But first, I want to share a video that we received that is very important, and it's by the Vice Mayor of Pavlos Melas municipality here in Thessaloniki. And his name is Karalampos Magelopoulos. I'm sorry about my pronunciation. And and I think it's very relevant to the discussion and to the manifesto. So let's watch these words.
Hello, good morning, everyone. Let me introduce myself. I'm Karala Mitropoulos, architect and vice mayor of technical projects, infrastructures, and sustainable mobility in the municipality of Pavlos Melas, here in the city of Thessaloniki. First of all, I would like to thank you for your invitation to participate in this very interesting, important project. Eleni, thank you so much for this opportunity. Our municipality, with a population of more than 100,000 citizens, actively engage in public campaigns to promote road safety, pedestrian awareness, and responsible driving. There is a dedicated and sufficient budget allocated for transport safety initiatives, infrastructure upgrades, and maintenance. We emphasize to mediate or reverse redesigns of dangerous intersections, improved lighting, better signage, and enhanced pedestrian cyclist infrastructure. We succeed this year to have the first electric buses in our region and the one of 2 electric charge stations of Thessaloniki. Also, we have now the first bike roads for Ligny perspective to connect cycling paths in all around the city. The municipality of Pavlos Melas has a recognized goal to promote smart, sustainable, and intermodal transport. Projects like Smart City aim to enhance mobility planning. These suggest a focus on developing sustainable urban mobility plans as a whole, which typically includes provisions for smart mobility, public transport, cycling infrastructure, and pedestrian-friendly areas. Also includes smart station, bus stations, and smart passenger roads. In addition, there's a strong emphasis on nature-based solutions and green infrastructure, Pavlos Melas strategic plan. The most significant project mentioned is the Metropolitan Park of Pavlos Melas, on a former military camp. This large-scale regeneration project aims to create a green space within the fabric and include the urban fabric and includes the construction of appropriate infrastructure to ensure accessibility and safe public use. The long-term vision for this park includes an expanding park system connected through green corridors and bicycle paths. Finally, organizing workshops like this one you're participating, and I'm very glad for this, in where young people and citizens design and evaluate transport solutions can lead to innovating, create a more inclusive and effective transport planning process that truly reflects the needs and aspirations of its citizens, especially its youth. Urban planning can become more human-centered, responsive, and ultimately more successful in creating cities that truly reflect and serve their inhabitants. Thank you so much. Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ.
So as we can see, there are already projects being made, but there is always room for improvement. So we're going to present our own idea, and I want to invite Faris to explain it to us. Thank you so much.
Hi again. So, this is the manifesto, and the manifesto is basically we're gonna do a petition based on the data that we collected to make a difference in Thessaloniki. And the topic that I decided to choose in my petition is to make more roads, specific roads for bicycles and electric scooters, for a greener transportation system, and so students can use these roads safely to go from and to uni. Because the benefits of biking or cycling, you can be more in touch with nature. It's greener. You can get your workout. It's better for your physical health, and it's a way to improve your mental health also. And Thessaloniki is one of the biggest cities for students, and it is the biggest city for students in whole of Europe, with more than 100,000 students. And these students, they don't have cars, so they either walk, use the buses, or take bikes. And a problem in Thessaloniki that the buses are not very on time. They're not on time usually. So a better way to go to commute from and to uni is gonna be bikes. But there are no roads specific for bikes, so it is a bit dangerous to ride these bikes in the street because you can get hit, you can get run over. There might be some potholes that you can fall in. So to avoid all of that, we want to make a safer roads for these bicycles. Yes, as I said, in most countries, bikes and scooters have their own lanes, but in Thessaloniki, there are not much connecting different parts of the city. We can see these lanes in city center, but because most students live in city center, but their faculties are distributed around the city. So we need a line between city center connecting north city center and the east of Thessaloniki, where faculties are located. And here are the data that has been provided by the police department, and they state the amount of people that have been injured or died riding. It's gonna affect these numbers drastically. And for the metro too, there's only one line. And they all complained about the metro that the okay, sorry for that technical issues. So again, yes. So that's the link for the petition. And so we can get signatures and for the municipality to take it seriously and improve this city, because this is a big city and it has a lot of potential, especially with the students and all of the different parts of the city that we can improve. And thank you.
Thank you, Faris, and thank you for all the volunteers that presented today. Now we can start the second part of our symposium. So we have some guest speakers, but we wanted to make the symposium as international as possible and to represent our own countries. And because of the time difference, they couldn't be here. So we asked them to record videos so that we can open up the discussion about traffic awareness. And now I will share them with you, and we can have this nice moment of learning from people who work with that on their daily lives. And the first video is from a young writer. He is French and he wrote a book about the Tour de France. And yeah, he's a cyclist and he's sharing his personal experience with cycling in France. So let's watch that.
Hello, my name is Hello, my name is Yannis Gisquet. I'm 19 years old. I'm French, and I'm fan of cyclism. I use the bike for sports, of course, and for short trips when the weather is good. So on average, every week. I do between 2,000 and 3,000 kilometers every year. It's a road bike, and I pedal only on road and cycleways. French roads are relatively good and well maintained by local services. But the main jeopardy is the car and the trucks. In France, 224 cyclists died on the road last year. Some of cars, the trucks ride like crazy. Also, they are also very speed, and this is not secure for cyclists and walkers. Furthermore, some of them don't respect the highway laws. For example, in France, when a car wants to excel a cyclist, have to leave a space of 1 meter between him and the cyclist, and of 1 meter 50 in the countryside. But some cars push past us, and it's dangerous. In big cities like Paris, some of cars are also very violent with cyclists. Of course, they must run under 30 kilometers per hour. There are a lot of traffic jams, and it's full of cyclists, walkers, scooters, and people in cars are also annoyed that they do anything. Some of them park on cycleways, don't pay attention to others, so dangerous, and furthermore, some of them can injure or even kill intentionally. It's scarce, but it happened last year. On the last 15th of October, a man of 27 years old, Paul, was killed in Paris by a man SUV. And this event make a great mobilization in France against their parliament. In the countryside, but it's a minority of people, and the most of them are caring. In the countryside, there are a lot of small roads on which there is no body, no cars, and there are also greenways, ways only for cyclists and walkers. For example, I live near to Belgium. I often ride in this country, and its cycleways network is great. It's the same for Netherlands and Denmark, and I think should be an example for France. France should have cycleways. Finally, bike is like practice bike every day to go to the work, for example, or every week for pleasure, make an improvement in well-being. And investigations show also that use the bike to go to the work make an increase of 6 to 9% of productivity at the office, and show they are less on late than other people because of traffic jams, for example. With that, there are also fewer cardiovascular problems, diabetes, obesity, and cancers, and also an increase of life expectancy. Furthermore, the bike can help save the planet. Of course, the only pollution with while cycling is air without. We can reduce carbon dioxide emission by replacing our car journey with cycling. So, what are you waiting for? Get on your bike and hit the road.
Okay, and now we have our second video from Pericles dos Santos. He's a federal road policeman in Brazil, and he will share his experience working in this field and how do accidents happen in Brazil, for which reasons, and what challenges we are facing.
Meu nome é Péricles Venâncio de Santos, sou policial rodoviário federal desde 2005. Atualmente eu sou superintendente da Polícia Rodoviária Federal aqui no estado do Rio Grande do Norte. Primeira pergunta. Qual a relação com o trânsito? Né? A Polícia Rodoviária Federal ela é uma polícia multifunção, digamos assim, e tem diversas competências, entre elas a competência de fiscalização e patrulhamento em todas as rodovias federais do país, combater a criminalidade, de apoiar os órgãos do combate a outros tipos de crime. Trabalhamos também com a educação para o trânsito, com erradicação do trabalho escravo em apoio a outros órgãos federais, apoiamos também o IBAMA, Instituto Brasileiro do Meio Ambiente, em ações de combate ao desmatamento, ao garimpo ilegal, ou seja, é uma polícia que tem diversas atribuições, e uma delas é o trânsito. O trânsito está ligado diretamente a salvar vidas. É uma coisa que mexe com as pessoas, porque a sua atuação resulta num trânsito mais seguro, numa estrada onde as pessoas possam transitar com mais tranquilidade, onde as pessoas possam transitar de forma que elas saibam que elas vão conseguir chegar ao seu destino com o menor risco possível. Então, essa é uma das características, é um desafio da própria Polícia Rodoviária Federal. É o maior desafio que o Brasil enfrenta hoje em relação ao trânsito. Não é só o Brasil, mas assim, boa parte do mundo tem um desafio muito grande, que é a redução dos sinistros das mortes do trânsito. O Brasil, desde a década passada, ele aderiu a um compromisso junto à Organização Mundial, à Organização das Nações Unidas, e reduzir 50% as mortes. Isso em uma década das mortes do trânsito, ou seja, É um desafio difícil, porque a frota aumenta a cada dia e nem sempre a qualidade das nossas vias acompanha a evolução. Então, é necessário uma fiscalização constante, é necessário que vários órgãos interajam de forma que você consiga trabalhar integrado, para você manter uma atuação. Nenhum órgão tem a capacidade de fiscalizar tudo, fiscalizar todo o trânsito, fiscalizar todas as vias e rodovias do país. Então, é necessário essa integração. Outro grande desafio que nós encontramos é justamente você poder, através dessa integração, reduzir as mortes no trânsito. O Brasil hoje talvez está entre os países onde mais matam no trânsito. E se faz necessário, como eu já disse, não é só a PRF, a Polícia Rodoviária Federal, que tem essa competência. Todas as polícias rodoviárias estaduais, os órgãos municipais de trânsito, todos eles têm que, integrados, atuarem e trabalharem para que você consiga reduzir as mortes no trânsito. Medidas ou políticas públicas você já viu trazer resultados positivos nessa área. Tem dois ou três pontos. Políticas públicas que realmente surtiram um efeito muito grande. Primeiro foi a tolerância zero. Desde o momento em que se mudou a legislação para que não fosse aceito, admitido nenhum grau de álcool dos condutores, ou seja, qualquer quantidade de álcool que for detectado num condutor através do exame, né, da alcoolemia, do exame de alcoolemia. Então, esse condutor, ele paga uma multa muito alta e ele tem sua carteira de habilitação suspensa por um ano e é obrigado, para voltar a dirigir, a passar por quase um novo processo de habilitação. Então, e a partir de uma quantidade também pequena, é considerado crime e o cidadão é encaminhado, preso e vai responder ao processo. Então, isso foi uma medida que impactou muito, reduziu os índices de acidentes no país. Infelizmente, hoje, quando a gente ainda insiste em dirigir após aquele bebida alcoólica, mas essa medida da tolerância zero, ela geralmente, com certeza, talvez tenha sido uma das principais políticas públicas que permitiram uma melhoria significativa no trânsito brasileiro. Outra medida também, que decorre também do próprio Código de Trânsito, foram as medidas de segurança implementadas nos veículos. Tipo, hoje todos os veículos saem de fábrica no Brasil com airbag. Pelo menos 2 airbags, um do lado do passageiro e outro do lado do motorista. Antigamente isso não era obrigatório. Outra medida extremamente importante, o uso de cinto de segurança, né? Hoje ainda tem gente em algumas cidades que ainda insiste em não usar cinto de segurança, mas todos os veículos também hoje, quando eles saem de fábrica, eles vêm com alerta sonoro que se o cidadão não colocar o cinto de segurança, ele fica apitando, e torna-se quase insuportável para quem está dentro do veículo. Não colocar o cinto de segurança. O cinto de segurança. A utilização de freios ABS. Também é obrigatório hoje de fato para o veículo sair com freio ABS. Então, foram políticas públicas que melhoraram muito a qualidade do nosso veículo e, consequentemente, reduziram a sinistralidade e reduziram acidentes nas rodovias do país inteiro. Então, essas duas políticas foram extremamente importantes na redução do nosso trânsito. Existe alguma inovação, tecnologia educacional que tem se mostrado promissora no Brasil? Hoje, praticamente, todos os órgãos que trabalham com trânsito, eles trabalham muito com a educação para o trânsito, né? A questão de você levar um pouco de um conhecimento básico de trânsito, de cidadania para as escolas, para em palestras, empresas e usuários do trânsito como todo. Então, a educação para o trânsito é uma coisa inovadora, pelo menos no Brasil, assim, é uma coisa que está se disseminando em todos os órgãos que trabalham com trânsito e tem gerado bastante resultado, principalmente quando você trabalha com crianças, né? As crianças, elas influenciam diretamente seus pais, no sentido de estarem cobrando deles uma conduta mais civilizada, uma conduta mais harmoniosa no trânsito. Outra inovação, e aí isso é uma inovação tecnológica, é a questão do vídeo monitoramento nas cidades e rodovias. Vários órgãos de trânsito hoje já trabalham com vídeo monitoramento através de drone, de câmeras, e isso gera uma sensação de vigilância para o usuário, que ele termina que ele se sente mais cobrado ou não se sente à vontade para estar cometendo infrações que, se ele soubesse que ali naquele ponto não tivesse nenhum tipo de monitoramento através de câmeras ou de drone, ele estaria mais livre para cometer determinados tipos de infração. Temos um outro problema no Brasil, que é o uso, depois da pandemia, né, com os entregadores, criou-se uma nova categoria de entregadores, de motoentregadores, trabalham com motocicletas. Então, aumentou bastante o número de licenciamento de veículos de motocicleta e, consequentemente, aumentou bastante também os acidentes em que tem um condutor de motocicleta Covid. Hoje, nas rodovias federais aqui no Rio Grande do Norte, 70% das mortes que ocorreram no estado tem um motociclista envolvido. Muitos órgãos já estão trabalhando, inclusive nesse trabalho de concentração com esses motocampistas, motopegadores, no sentido de tentar melhorar o conhecimento deles para com a legislação, melhorar a conduta deles no trânsito, para que eles deixem de se provocarem e de serem as vítimas de trânsito que existe ou que está provocando muito acidente e, consequentemente, muita morte no trânsito. E, por fim, qual a mensagem que você deixaria para as novas gerações sobre a responsabilidade de segurança do trânsito? O trânsito, ele está intrinsecamente ligado à qualidade de vida das pessoas. Então, é importante que todos nós tenhamos esse conhecimento e esse discernimento que o trânsito seguro favorece a todo mundo, melhora a qualidade de vida, faz com que as pessoas possam ir e vir de forma mais tranquila. E também é importante que tenhamos a consciência de que existe toda uma nova geração de jovens e adolescentes que precisam começar a terem um pouco mais de conhecimento, se depararem mais nas suas histórias, nos seus currículos, de forma transversal até, com noções básicas de trânsito, para que essa criança, esse adolescente, ele seja um praticante do trânsito seguro quando ele começar a ser um usuário, na verdade, usuário todo som, né? Porque o usuário do trânsito é o pedestre, é o motociclista, é o ciclista, é o motorista, mas assim, para que quando esse adolescente, quando essa criança, ele chega numa idade que ele tenha, que ele tire sua habilitação, que ele possa ser um condutor, pratique aquilo que se prega, que se depende para se ter um trânsito seguro.
The next video is from Mohamed Kariunti. He is the General Director of Land Transport Authority in Jordan. And he sent us this very nice video telling us the vision specifically in Jordan and how is the traffic situation there.
Bom, اسمي محمد القريوسي عمل في هيئة تنظيم البريد الدولة المصرية. والهيئة هي إحدى الجهات الرسمية التي تعنى في تنظيم مركز الصناعة للإنتاج والبضائع. طبعا الهيئة هي لا تشرف وسائل النقل العام ولا تشرف وتنظم أداء القطاع. لنا شركاء استراتيجيين منها وزارة النقل الدولية تعرف وضع السياسات، ووزير النقل هو رئيس لمجلس إدارة الهيئة، وكما يوجد لدينا شركاء استراتيجيين وهي وزارة الداخلية التي إدارة السير المركزية، إضافة إلى شركاء استراتيجيين بهيئات عمان والبلدية. النقل العام في الأردن يعاني من مشاكل كثيرة، وهو صعب الدعم الحكومي المادي بهذا القطاع، وهو معتمد على التجريد من القطاع الخاص. وكما تعلمون القطاع الخاص يسعى إلى الربح، وبالتالي التزويد للفنون التزويد للجهات المربحة، وهنا تكمن المشكلة. إضافة إلى أن النقل العام يعاني من مشكلة كبيرة، وهي الملكية الفردية، أي أن هناك 80% من وسائل النقل يملكها أفراد وليس شركات. ونسعى طبعا نحن إلى تنظيم الأفراد من خلال شركات النقل، وهذا هناك تكون صعوبة. أنا أتحدث عن النقل العام للركاب لأنه موضوعنا هو الازدحام المروري، وبعد منظومة النقل العام للركاب هي إحدى المشاكل التي تسبب الازدحام المروري الخاصة في المحافظات الكبيرة وخاصة العاصمة، ومنها محافظات أخرى مثل الإربد والزرقاء. إلى مشكلة الازدحام المروري، أيضا هناك ضعف في التشريعات والرقابة، وبالتالي هنا يعني تسعى الحكومة من خلال خاصة في السنوات الأخيرة إلى كثير من الإجراءات التي ساعدت وستساعد في التقليل من الازدحام المروري الحوادث المرورية وتقليل من الإصابات والوفيات، حيث هناك تحسن ملحوظ في التصنيف الدولي للأردن من خلال تحقيق الوفيات من خلال الدول المتقدمة على على إيجاد خدمة البصرة بالترانزيت من خلال إيجاد مسار منفصل خاص بالنقل العام في الحافلات وتنتظر محافظة الزرقاء في العاصمة عمان، وهذا أدى إلى استخدام الحافلات على حساب السيارات الخاصة، وزيادة الاعتمادية على النقل العام، وخاصة مثل من طلاب الجامعات الرسمية، إضافة إلى تعديلات أخرى حدثت على قانون السير، حيث في التزام السائقين بسبب تغليظ العقوبات من خلال قانون السير، بالإضافة إلى إدخال الوجه خاصة الكاميرات المنتشرة في كافة الشوارع. يوجد مشروع وطني أيضا، وهو بدأ من 1 حزيران، يعني أي قبل تقريبا شهر من الآن، وهو ربط 4 محافظات رئيسية بمحافظة العاصمة، وهي الزرقاء، وهي من ثاني أكبر المحافظة الزرقاء، ومحافظة البرقاء، ومحافظة الجرف، ومحافظة الجرش في العاصمة عمان، من خلال نفس المسافرين الذين يمتلكون باصات، ولكن هناك دعم حكومي حيث تم تخصيص 4 مليون دولار 4 مليون دينار في هذا الموضوع. هاي المبالغ تشمل تأمين أنظمة نقل ذكية حتى يتم إدخالها على الحافلات التي يمتلكها الأفراد. هاي الأجهزة النقل الذكية هي تحصيل أجور ونظام للإحصاء ونظام رقابة، وبالتالي سوف يشتغل المشددون على أنظمة على مواعيد انطلاق معينة، وبالتالي سوف يتم إقراء المواطنين في استخدام وسائل النقل العام على حساب المركبات الخاصة، وبالتالي هذه الأنظمة التي تكون في المركبات ستكون فيها رقابة على تحدد السرعة أو المسار وإلى آخره، وتحصيل أجور إلكتروني، ونظام إحصاء وهناك دعم للمسافرين، حيث تنطلق الباصات من خلال مواعيد معينة، وفي حال هناك خسائر لأصحاب الباصات سيتم تعويضهم من قبل الحكومة لهذا الموضوع. هذه الإجراءات التي قامت فيها الحكومة مؤخرا، وطبعا تم أخذ قرار من خلال مجلس الوزراء، هذا هناك مؤشر واضح على الدعم الحكومي لهذا القطاع مؤخرا، وبالتالي يوجد زيادة في الاعتمادية على وسائل النقل، مما يؤدي إلى تخفيف من استخدام المركبات الخصوصية، ومما سيؤدي إلى التخفيف من الازدحامات المرورية. هناك مشكلة أخرى اللي هي ضغط البنية التحتية وضرورة تطويرها، وهذا له علاقة بالبلديات ووزارة الأشغال العامة والإسكان.
ما الرسالة التي يمكن توجيهها للأجيال القادمة حول السلامة المرورية هي أن السلامة المرورية مسؤولية للجميع. هناك ضرورة للالتزام بالقوانين واحترام الآخرين واختيار وسائل نقل صديقة للبيئة هي مفتاح لطرق أكثر أمانا. إضافة إلى أن هناك ضرورة إلى توعية السائقين من خلال ترتيب وتأمين دورات تثقيفية وتدريبية لهؤلاء السائقين والتركيز على مخاطر الحوادث المرورية. بالتالي نسعى إلى أن تكون خالية من الحوادث ومن الازدحام.
We have another video now, again from France, from Rafael Lefebvre. He's a scientist policeman and he will share the scientific facts behind traffic accidents.
Bonjour, je m'appelle Raphaël, dans le cadre de la circulation routière physiquement complètement rappel de la route. Avant mon intervention, il faut la brigade de sécurité et permettre aux usagers de la route de couverture librement. Et papier de trace bien prioritaire, il y a deux de storyage. Les prédécements sont également effectués sur toutes les personnes dans l'accident. Donc à partir de là, avec un procédant au voilier de traquage et des prises de fichiers photographiques qui permettent de comprendre les circonstances de l'accident. Une enquête est également effectuée dans cette WhatsApp pour avoir des éléments de témoignage. Ensuite, avec l'interrogatoire des mises-en-cause et les victimes de l'accident. Bien sûr, s'il y a des personnes qui sont à l'hôpital, qui sont on attend que soit différent l'interroger. Moi, de mon côté, un tableau de photo, je leur ai fait un plan de la scène de l'accident, 48 photos, 40 de mesure et de mesure par rapport à l'intérieur de l'acte. Donc, c'est voilà, en gros, bon, tableau de l'accident. Des mesures prises par le gouvernement français en premier, pour limiter le nombre soit une quinzaine d'années, le gouvernement a mis en place les radars automatiques pour limiter la tête. Le premier anthropogène approché. On a pu aussi exposer des campagnes publicitaires à caractère souvent pour prévenir les voitures avec des images closes. En termes d'éducation, la police intervient dans les écoles élémentaires pour faire apprendre le code de la route aux enfants dès le jeune âge. Et les campagnes de prévention sur l'alcool et la drogue au volant sont mises en œuvre dans les écoles élémentaires. Avec parfois les témoignages de victimes et même des shooters mis en œuvre dans les écoles élémentaires. Avec parfois le témoignage de victimes et même des chauffeurs de quelqu'un pour sensibiliser donc les adolescents pour des petits chauffeurs en fait. Pour la compagnie. C'est pas fait, donc ça va dans des jeunes qui sont dangereux de la complicité de travail. Voilà, donc ça fait la vidéo, les codes de la route, on voit plus de plus en plus d'éléments de voiturage, mais d'avoir moins de véhicules sur route, donc petite transportation. Ensuite, en deuxième, je dirais que depuis une quinzaine d'années, le gouvernement a mis en place les radars automatiques pour limiter la vitesse, qui est le premier facteur accidentogène chez
And again, we have another video from Brazil, from Luis Felipe, and he works in the traffic department.
Olá, tudo bem? Meu nome é Luiz Felipe, eu sou servidor público do Departamento de Trabalho e Trânsito do Rio Grande do Sul. Atualmente, eu vejo a função de diretor-geral da Escola de Trânsito, onde capacitamos, formamos e avaliamos servidores públicos, Polícia Militar, Tribunal, Serviço de Autonomia, as Forças Armadas, Marinha Federal, assim como a população do Estado na área do trânsito, tá? Eu comecei minha jornada no trânsito em 2003, onde passei com 33 e atualmente tenho essa faculdade através de vários treinamentos e eu dá muita instituição durante esse tempo. Hoje, o trânsito brasileiro vive vários desafios. Nós somos, temos a extensão territorial muito extensa, somos o quinto país, que não é territorial de mínimo, um país com população, temos a quarta maior malha viária do mundo. Então, um grande desafio para qualquer um, porque um país com tantas questões, ou seja, ele tem essa dificuldade de que as contas voltadas para o melhoramento dessa malha viária. Como eu vou dar suporte suficiente para que tenham essa malha viária em condições, para que ela aprenda toda a nossa capacidade como população. Além disso, nosso principal modal de deslocamento, tanto de pessoas como também de mercadorias, é o modal rodoviário. Esse modal, ele passando por essas rodovias, ele precisa melhorar muito a política pública, porque temos que criar os nossos locais para que tenhamos uma melhor condição de vida para a população e também uma maior segurança. Tá? Outro ponto muito importante, no Brasil é o que? São experiências da qual nós estamos fazendo. Essas experiências são muito salutares e umas instituições que estão se unindo para tentar melhorar ainda mais a política cultural brasileira. Um problema que está dando muito sério devido à integração de várias instituições é o problema Vida do Trânsito, onde temos pessoas da saúde, temos pessoas do trânsito, temos pessoas da temos pessoas da parte do bairro legal, todas unidas por um importante, tá? Que é melhorar a vida do cidadão, para que ele tenha uma melhor experiência a sua casa para o trabalho, ou qualquer outra atividade, em forma segura do trânsito. Outra questão da mobilidade, estamos fazendo da melhor forma possível esse programa de investimento no Brasil. Só para vocês terem uma noção, tivemos um upgrade, vamos dizer assim, um melhoramento das condições de vida aqui no nosso estado, justamente devido à condição dessa ferramenta, que é esse programa que tantas instituições estamos falando uma linguagem forte para que ele venha melhorar ainda mais as condições de trânsito, tanto aqui no estado, assim como também nos estados. Bom, desde também a necessidade de melhorar o nosso amparo legal, nossa doença. Temos duas esforços transbrasileiros em muito todas as leis falam sobre trânsito e mobilidade do nosso país. Eles têm o seu arcabouço legal na nossa Constituição. A gente então, com as instituições de Paulo, e aqui são também se juntando a outras instituições, ampliar o seu conhecimento para que tenhamos condutores mais conscientes e se envolver no trânsito através do Centro de Educação, cidadania, seja através de um amparo legal, e então também a condição da natureza, que ela abrange muito sobre a questão do trânsito, tá? O meio ambiente está muito envolvido nas questões climáticas, muitas vezes. Então, foi essa discussão
e melhorar o nosso trânsito e a nossa mobilidade. Deixo aqui um recado para as questões consideradas. Nossa família cultural para mostrar desde futuro, desde nas nossas séries industriais, a nossa faculdade, que nós aqui, no bravo de trânsito, a política de locomoção, com qualidade, prioridade, porque americanos são só de um, são pessoas, e as pessoas precisamos cuidar, precisamos respeitar e vivendo cada um as coisas que eu vi. Agradeço a questão, então, muito boa tarde. E podem contar conosco aqui no Decâmbio da
So we are reaching the end of our symposium. I have another video from Alexandros Markogiannakis. Once again, I apologize for my pronunciation. But he is the member of the Greek parliament and he specialized in road safety, and he left us a message as well.
The most common cause of fatal or serious traffic accidents in Greece, according to the latest data, includes speeding, driving under the influence, or mobile use while driving. The government addresses the situation by increasing law enforcement and launched public awareness campaigns. Of course, the most important is the recent introduction of the new traffic code, which reforms considerably the whole system, providing both for more severe penalties and introducing new technologies for its implementation. The police and the ministry collaborates with school, driving schools, and municipalities for civic education on road safety. My view is that traditional awareness campaigns are somewhat effective, but other methods such as interactive workshops and community engagement could deepen public understanding. There is a need for more targeted guidance and mentorship for young drivers or motorcyclists. All citizens have a role to play in enhancing road safety by adopting responsible driving behavior and attitudes, participating in community initiatives, reporting hazardous conditions, and supporting local safety campaigns are certainly important. But the most important is that we change our mentality and adjust ourselves to the rules of road safety. Collaborations with NGOs, cultural bodies, community activists, awareness campaigns will be very helpful in this goal. Infrastructure has always been a severe problem, but in the recent years, the state has been actively addressing it. Most of continental Greece enjoys a modern national highway network, and with the addition of the Cretan Highway, which is being constructed as we speak, all the Greek regions will have an adequate national road system. My view is that now we should focus on the provincial road networks, as we can see that fatal accidents happening there remain very high.
Now I have a message from Mladi, an organization from Montenegro, who shared with us a thank you that we would like to share with you as well.
Hi, I'm Lorena, and I'm speaking on behalf of Mladi Info Montenegro. We are an organization that works with young people and for young people, and we try to support them personally and professionally through informing about the opportunities they have and offering them different internships, career orientation, youth mobilities, as well as volunteering abroad, especially through European Solidarity Corps. We are extremely grateful that we were able to send one young person from Montenegro to volunteer in Greece on the Green Velocity project, and we are really proud of all the work you guys are doing and promoting sustainable mobility. as well as civic engagement, because it's important to state that this isn't just an individual choice, it's something where we need to all come together and promote this kind of project. And hopefully then collective change will come, and that's where collective responsibility steps in. So I just want to say that we're following your work and we're really proud of everything you have done. And just keep going because your work matters, and we hope you're also having fun, but feeling useful and feeling the change that you are making.
And lastly, I have a video, very sweet and special video from Natasha Kara. She's a member of the board of the local community, Thessaloniki municipality, and she left us a very sweet message that I want to share with you.
Want to all from Thessaloniki. Name is Anastasia, a kind of a combination and chief community of municipality of the Patrick Commission. It was an honor for me to complete your actions in our area, but I'm awaiting with great excitement the results of the research. We will be very happy to work with you again in the future in the next workshop. I'm giving the floor back to you, and I'm here for every further question. Thank you.
Okay, perfect. So the last part of our symposium is a Kahoot, so we can practice the knowledge regarding traffic awareness, and that we can use it for the rest of our lives. So in a minute, I'm going to share the Kahoot, and you can all play it and share your knowledge with us, and we can test our own knowledge about this topic. Thank you. Just 1 minute, and I will share. I will start now. Good luck.
Γεια σας κύριε Μαγειρόπουλο, είστε ακόμα μέσα βλέπω.
Ναι, βεβαίως, εδώ είμαστε. Ήταν και λίγο σαν το 17. Οχ. Ach, goed iets. Ja, goed iets.
Congratulations, Kylie, for winning our Kahoot. You can pick up your prize at the Green Executive Club. And now I would like to thank everyone who watched the symposium. I want to thank all the volunteers who made this possible. I want to thank especially Eleni for being so patient and kind to us. And also everyone who sent the video and who made a great contribution to our discussion. And also the city of Thessaloniki was a great home for us for the last 3 weeks. And yes, we hope road safety continues to get better and that lives continue to be changed by the traffic awareness and that things get better. And yes, thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Have a great day. Paris, come here. How do we take a screenshot?